What happens if my neighbor sets his Wi-Fi SSID the same as mine? Most routers come with the same default SSID. Example, D-Link, Linksys, etc. So what happens if I have a router with SSID DUDE, and my neighbor has a router with SSID DUDE? Assume both routers have WPA2PSK encryption, but different passwords. Will our devices be able to connect to the correct network without confusion or interference of service?
As far as a standard 802.11 Wi-Fi client is concerned, the same SSID means it's the same network. This is how you set up multi-app wireless networks that allow roaming between APS. You set them all up to publish the same SSID, so the clients know those APS are all part of the same network and the clients can roam between them as needed. Some client implementations try to be smart about the potential problem you've raised, neighbors using non-unique default Sids, but you shouldn't assume that all clients will handle it gracefully and securely. Having WPA2PSK enabled on your app will make sure that your neighbor's clients can't join your app, but it won't keep them from trying, and possibly causing authentication error events on your router system log. Either way, WPA2PSK does not require the app or the client to reveal the password to the other devices. That would be exceedingly lame. Modern authentication schemes use mathematical tricks that allow each end to prove to the other that they know something, without revealing to an imposter or eavesdropper what it is they know. Having WPA2PSK on your own app won't necessarily keep your clients from trying to join your neighbor's same SSID network. Your clients may prompt you for a new password for the network if they accidentally try to join your neighbor's app, and the join fails because of the bad password. If your neighbor turns off security on his network, your clients may actually successfully join without prompting. That is to say, I've seen 802.11 clients that were susceptible to security downgrade attacks, where just because they knew a WPA2PSK password for a given SSID, didn't mean they felt compelled to always require that network to use WPA2PSK. If they saw the same SSID without security, they might just join it and not bother with security. This is, of course, insecure and buggy behavior, and I would hope that the Wi-Fi Alliance's Wi-Fi certification testing test to make sure that devices that pass certification don't do this, but you never know.
This can cause problems. Because there are two networks with the same name, you will only see one Wi-Fi network. Depending on which of the two networks is closer at the moment of connecting, that's the network that your device is trying to connect to using the password. If it is closer to your neighbor's network, it will simply fail to connect and likely asks you to type in your password. Do note that if you make a connection and then move closer to your neighbor's Wi-Fi, things will keep working until you actually get out of range of your own Wi-Fi, in which case it will try to switch and fail then, prompting you with an enter password dialog. I would strongly suggest to use a unique SSID for your network. Bear in mind that others can read this name, so it should not be an indication of to where you live, so burglars won't have a clue where people live that have computers. Also, D-Link, Linksys etc. routers often use their name, but always have a small additive, such as Linksys 15326, which is unique.
Each of the SSID have a unique PSID, so your device knows the difference once you are associated. Your issues will only be in the authentication phase. If they share a distribution system, they will usually be managed by the same entity, hence your credentials would be shared. If they are unrelated, then your device may mistakenly try to join the wrong one depending on signal strength, and it could fail unless it is open. This is a common honeypot strategy. If they are on different channels, if you associate with the right one, it will not matter what's in a name. An SSID with a different PSID is not the same.
On Windows, use Wi-Fi View to select the right Wi-Fi. It can tell the difference between two networks with same SSID.
Often a hacker will deploy a same SSID network, without security, in an attempt to capture the operated device of the password, protected network being mimicked. The resultant exchange places the mimicked device under the control of the operator of the unsecured network long enough for its operator, the hacker, to glean important security information from the password-protected network, which is not all that secure.
Use Windows,